We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies. Toronto come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Zach Wheeler is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Here's Joe Panik. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for Toronto, the second baseman, Joe Panik.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
First pitch, 7:05.
And the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Wheeler has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Outside, 2-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Seared down the first baseline. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting third, the left fielder, Gurriel.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. He comes into this one having sputtered out of the gate this season. The average is under the 200 mark at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner, but foul. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Ryan Baracci will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer into this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Phillies, the third baseman, Gene.
Now here's the pitch. Line toward right center. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew Mccutchen.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew Mccutchen. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Count is 1-2 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hard ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, then he was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He waits. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
A ball and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Mccutchen, base runner at first with 1 out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. So a full count now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Mccutchen rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Baracci, a 6'4" lefty. He was selected in the 15th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Next to bat for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First offering on its way.
No, that's low.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. One and two now. And another foul ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to the left side. One there. On to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 6, Travis Shaw.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. His career line against Wheeler, he's 1 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Mccutchen is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0. Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Scott Kingery is on deck. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Scott Kingery. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. He's set. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Count still at 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Here he comes again. 1-2. Ground ball left side. To panic covering. On to first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Roman Quinn. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though there are 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
2 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Quinn, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Stepping in now, Reese Mcguire. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Baracci.
So here now's the pitcher, Ryan Baracci. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
That's not great form right there, but you can't be surprised. A lot of these guys were not asked to bunt coming up through the minor leagues, so don't expect every sac bunt to get down.
The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Striding in once again, Joe Panik, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, I don't know if he has a blister or some kind of mechanical glitch right now, but anytime you hit two batters in one game, let alone an inning, you're in trouble. We'll see if he can dial it back in before he hits another guy.
So striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set and the pitch.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Well, this ball's hit hard to left, and this is going to be trouble as that's down for what should be extra bases. One run scores as he arrives at second without a play as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And he puts it on the ground to second. Kingery's there, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bichette.
Digging in now, Bo Bichette. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Phillies 1. Standing in, Zach Wheeler. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short. And there's one away. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The pitch. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Hard hit ball to second. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Smoke toward the hole, and Mccutchen has himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Row. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Hernandez is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And this throw gets away from him.
Double baseman, number 17, Reese Mcguire.
So striding forward now, Rhys Hoskins. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Ready on 0-2. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Now the relay home. And the tag gets him. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Jays are out in front, 5-2. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited their low chase rate, or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside of the strike zone, as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Thank you, Heidi. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-2 to Travis Shaw. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Randall Grichuk, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
So now to the plate, Reese Mcguire. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-0 to him now. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. And that's low, ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Stepping in for the Jays, Ryan Baracci, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. 5 runs on only 4 hits and no errors in the game for Toronto. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
This one's down to third. Segura has it, and as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're still out in front, 5-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, JT Realmuto. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. And now pitch on the way. Realmuto, a former Miami Marlin. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball foul down the left side. Grounded to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And he lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back. Popped him up. Guerrero is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bouncer up the middle. Step on the bag for 1, and they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Into the box, Roman Quinn. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Lined hard to center field. Hernandez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They trail 5-2. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And that misses 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
This is pulled into right. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused.
And it appears now the dugout has decided to put him on for free. So now the double play perhaps in order here with nobody out.
Now batting. The left fielder.
Now batting, Lourdes Gurriel.
Gurriel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving. Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
So he got him swinging. Teoscar Hernandez becomes the first out of the inning. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Francisco Liriano takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Into the box now, Travis Shaw, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Hit to first. To second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Third baseman number 2.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutchen. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
A ball and no strikes.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
And the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 home. Right side hit hard, and there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Ranger Suarez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Phillies, number 55.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rendell Grichuk. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Ball even at 2-2. And the pitch. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Count remains full. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it. Oh no, he totally missed it. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Reese Mcguire is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The pitcher, number 56.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ryan Baracci. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Gregorius has it, and it's in time to get him, but they do play to run on the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Vladimir
Well, Dan, the
Guerrero
sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. The 5-6. Leading off the inning, JT Realmuto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's a 9-year major league vet. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Scott Kingery, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Runners off for second. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. Digging in once again, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Nick Pivetta enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Nope. That's inside.
Liner towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
And he's back standing. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Down and away, ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Segura fields it cleanly. On to first, and yet another double play. Their 4th of the night, and there are quickly 2 gone here.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop.
Digging in and looking for more, Bo Bichette. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck, but hey.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Last half of the 7th here. Ready now, Roman Quinn. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Phil Gosselin will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Phil Gosselin.
Swing and a line drive. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Has a look, now the pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To panic covering. On to first, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. And it's not in time. He's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now batter.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Runner back safely. Another throw over, and the fans don't like this at all. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Chase Anderson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 22, Chase Anderson.
At the plate, Reese Hoskins, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And a double steal try here. Pitch is high, the throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs. Anthony Swarzak has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in, Travis Shaw. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 15.
Standing in, Rendell Grichuk, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Mccutchen going back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Rendell Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, he was 0 for in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Standing in now, Reese Mcguire.
Number 10.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the pitcher, Chase Anderson.
Brendan Drury will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Brandon Drury.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone as they add still another. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Row, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 0-2 once more. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Quinn is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo. Wilmer Font is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Reese Hoskins. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 1-1. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Real Muto.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. He grounds it sharply to third. To panic covering on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Didi.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Last time through was a base hit. And now a pitch on the way. And right into the shift. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. They'll need to do better than that. Striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. Behind 0-2 now. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more.
That's a ball.
In the air, down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mccutchen is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Next to the Blue Jays.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Teoscar Hernandez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Quinn will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Digging in, Scott Kingery starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
To the plate now, Roman Quinn. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Jay Bruce will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Richard is there, and he'll bring this one in. The relay throw. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the out.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
That was about as easy as they come right there. Hard to say whether that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but either way, he's into scoring position.
Full count now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Philly down to their last strike. Line to the right side. But he will make the catch on the hard-hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, there's got to be some weight lifted off a bunch of shoulders in that clubhouse tonight. They finally break that 9-game losing streak with a nice win here.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Toronto Blue Jays led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Ryan Baracci gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Zach Wheeler allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Well, Phillies fans, that was ugly from Jump Street. Phil's jumped out early with a 1-0 lead, and Toronto just absolutely just nailed the heck out of the ball. 5 runs in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 8th. Phil's just looked sloppy tonight.
Philadelphia, 3 runs, 16 hits.
3 for 5.
They left 10 men on base.
Zach Wheeler takes the loss. Ryan Baracci takes the win.
3 hours and 37 minutes.
Toronto gets their 2nd win of this young season.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
7-3, I believe. We'll have to check the record in a minute. 3 for 4 for Reese with a double and 2 runs batted in. And for Mccutchen, 4 for 4. So he was pretty much asleep at the plate. The first couple games he came in, he started in. Coming off the injured list, but he was 4 for 4 tonight, albeit in a losing effort. But he was one of the straws that stirred the drink tonight with a run batted in and scored himself. Roman Quinn 2 for 4, Gene Segura only 1 for 5. It was all Toronto tonight, 10-3 the final score. I guess when I took over the game, like I said, it definitely obviously was not meant to be won tonight. So the Phils split the 2-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays, a day off tomorrow, and then they will look to get back in the winning ways on the road. As you see the final line score, Toronto 10 runs on 11 hits. The Phillies only 3 runs on 16 hits. Not a good indicator of offense there, although the hits were plenty, the runs were few. Phil's now 8-4. I stand corrected. I thought that was only the 3rd loss. That is their 4th loss of the season. So, again, that will be an off day tomorrow. And then they hit the road for 8 games. You see the Cincinnati Reds for 4, Milwaukee for 4. But this 2-game set, the Phils split it 5-2 last night and losing by a score of 10-3 tonight. Zach Wheeler suffers his 2nd loss on the season. Just not an overall good game from the jump. The Blue Jays came out swinging, and I guess they were not going to be denied their 2nd win this season. So as we move on into the month of April, Phil's got some work to do. Now at 8-4. So as you can see there, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., player of the game. Tops player of the game, 3 for 5 with a run, a home run, and knocking in 3. Ryan Baracci the win. Zach Wheeler the loss. Pretty much a quick-moving game, I guess. Although playing it seemed like it took forever. But that said, we're going to look ahead. Phil's still rested first place with only a game up on the Fish. So the Marlins looking to crawl back in this thing and try to tie the Phils, or if not, take over first place itself. So the Phils got to keep on their winning ways as they take to the road. Had some pretty good luck on that first road trip, sweeping the Mets and winning 3 out of 4 from the Marlins. So we are going to move ahead as we go to the calendar once again. Tomorrow being the off day, we're going to go to the update, and I'll be back with a final comment or comments, and that will wrap up today's game. Thanks.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, The Blue Jays totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 10-3. Rick Porcello got the win and now has 150 on his career, leading the Metropolitans to victory over the Astros 2-1. Justin Verlander came away with a loss on the mound despite striking out 13 batters in the game. The Braves bested the visiting Padres 4-1. The Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-6. The Reds completed a short 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-6. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Cubs swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-4. The Dodgers amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-3. The Colorado Rockies were winners over the visiting Rangers 3-2. The D-backs launched 3 home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-3. The New York Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 2-1. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. Kevin Pillar picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 5-4. The Seattle Mariners allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the White Sox on the south side 3-0. The Royals defeated the visiting Tigers 3-2. The Twins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Indians 5-2. The Oakland Athletics hit 3 long balls as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 11-8. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
All right, thank you, Justin Allegri, for that update. Yes, the Phils fall to 8-4 on the season. A game ahead of the Marlins, 2 games up on the Mets, 3 up on the Braves, and 3.5 up on the Washington Nationals. So that will be all for now. Again, we will look ahead to the road trip coming up. As you may have seen there, it looks like one of my players that I released did not go to the accept his assignment, as he was picked up. Oh, looky here. Looks like there's somebody, a former Philly, who is out there on the waiver wire. I might have to give that some thought. We shall see. Sean Rodriguez, who actually played for the Phils last year, looks like is on the waiver wire. Let's see here. So Reggie Mcclain was picked up by the Marlins. I thought I optioned him to AAA, but apparently he did not accept his assignment and opted for free agency. So I guess he went on waivers, and he was picked up by the Marlins. So there you go. Looks like the Marlins did release Sean Rodriguez. So you never know. He might end up in a Phillies uniform again. You just never know. Pretty much because there's no Major League Baseball to go with. Obviously, I would probably try to keep it close to the belt as far as actual transactions go in Major League Baseball. So if there was moves to be made, I would probably just stick with that. But we got a pretty much a blank canvas here, so I'll have to keep some roster moves in mind. Might have to jumble the bullpen around a little bit. Maybe bring some guys up that need a shot. Yeah, so I was kind of disappointed in Zach Wheeler tonight. I thought that maybe he maybe had a little bit extra in the tank tonight, and he was looking to get another win, but just wasn't to be. The bullpen, wow, just sort of imploded and falling into old tricks, as the Phillies bullpen had been known to let up a lot of runs in seasons past. So I guess art imitates life in that particular regard. But it was bound to happen with the season. If you're looking over the calendar and you're looking at the wins, I mean, a week ago tomorrow, Phil's won 14-3 over the Mets. So, I mean, in Major League Baseball, anything can happen, and, you just got to catch the team on the right day. Phillies did not, obviously, catch the Blue Jays on the right day. The Blue Jays caught the Phillies on their right day. So, but that'll be it for now. Got an off day tomorrow, and we'll pick it back up on Thursday.
starting with a 4-game set in Cincinnati as Jake Arrieta takes to the hill against Luis Castillo. It will be roughly around 6:40, probably closer to 7, depending on when I get done work, depending on other factors. You know, life, people, things happen. So that will be the scheduled time start at 6:40. Looking ahead, Zach Eflin will take to the hill in Game 2. He will be opposed by Sonny Gray. Double V, Vince Velasquez, will be opposed by Anthony DeSclafani. Yeah, try saying that name 3 times fast. That will be on Saturday. Sunday will be Aaron Nola going back to the hill, looking for win number 4 against Tyler Mahle, or Molly. I don't know. I think a relative of mine who is very familiar with the Cincinnati Reds could probably pronounce that better than me. However, and then, of course, they go on to Milwaukee as they will head to Milwaukee for 4, back home against the Fish, which could prove to be pivotal in the National League East race if the Miami Marlins keep climbing up that ladder at up the standings as they are, being only a game back now. And then, of course, Texas comes in for 2, and rounding out the end of the month of April, back on the road in Chicago, and then out west to San Francisco to face the Giants. So that should be a very interesting month of April. You know, they say that usually the first month or 2 really isn't all that pivotal, but in Major League Baseball, pretty much every win is crucial and gets you set for good placement as the playoffs, albeit several months away, get you good position in the playoffs. So that's the story, and that'll be it for now. Phils take the loss, a very crushing loss by a score of 10-3, and with the day off tomorrow, maybe have a little time to hit the batting cages and do some pitching practice, hit the pitching coach a little bit, and see what's what. But anyway, that'll be it for now. We'll see you in Cincinnati. The Phillies open up 4 on Thursday. Thanks for watching.